ups and downs, just to let you know, meaning that we're going to do floor work and stand back up. We're going to start with a warm-up. We're going to go to the floor to do some core work, and then we are going to end with a glute burn. It's going to be awesome. I just took a class this week remotely, specifically focusing on glutes. So that is an inspiration and a warning. So it's going to be fun. I promise you that. So we're going to go ahead and start on the mat. Let me get my music here in a plank position. So come on down with me into plank. You're going to make sure that your wrists are right over your shoulders. Nice flat back here. Abs are pulled in, so really think about pulling your belly button to the ceiling. And you're going to lean forward on your toes and then press back through your heels. Lean forward through your toes and press back through your heels. Forward and back. Just a few more times here. And let's go ahead and press back into downward dog. So you're extending your arms nice and long, pressing your hips up towards the ceiling. Let's take a bend in our right knee and then our left knee. We're just going to alternate back and forth. We're going to go into a nice flow where you're going to go back to your plank and then press into downward dog. So come with me here forward. We're pausing just for a moment and then press it back into downward dog. Forward to plank. Press back into downward dog with those arms nice and long. Back to a nice flat back in your plank. Press it back into downward dog. We're here for 3. 2. And last one here. This time you're going to come into your plank. So you're going to drop your knees. Your knees are going to hover here just about 2 inches off of the mat. Your back is nice and flat, and you're going to tap your knees down to the ground on your mat and back up. Tap it down and back up. Small little motion here. You're really firing up your glutes here. Small little tap. Looking good, ladies. And down. Tap and down. Good. We're here for 3, 2. Last one here, go ahead and put those knees on the ground. You're going to take your right hand behind your head. Open up your elbow nice and wide, and you're going to bring your elbow down to your opposite wrist, and then open it back up. This is an awesome torso stretch, using those ab muscles too. We're here for 3, 2, and last one here, go ahead and plant that right hand down into your mat. You're going to take your left hand behind your head, take that elbow nice and wide, and then bring it down to your opposite wrist and open. Nice and wide, stretch, bring those shoulder blades apart when you bring that elbow up and then down towards your wrist. We're here for 3, 2, and last one here, both palms on the mat. Go ahead and tuck those toes under, press it back into your downward dog. This time in downward dog, I want you to take a second and lean into your right side. And then shift your weight into your left side. Go ahead and slowly walk those hands up. Grab either side of your elbows, and we're just going to sway side to side here. Really think about pressing your hips back and getting your elbows to either side of your knees here. Go ahead and drop those hands down. Take your hands and run them up your legs As you come up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow, roll those shoulders back. We're gonna start in a nice wide V here. Hands come to either side, and we're gonna windmill. So right hand to left foot, and left hand to right foot. And stretch. Let's go ahead and focus on our breath here. Nice deep breaths in and out. We're here for 3, 2, last one here. Hands come forward, palms facing each other. And we're just gonna alternate reaching back. As you reach back, you're gonna be grounded, meaning that your feet are pressed firmly into the ground. Your core is nice and steady. Your belly button is facing forward as you reach back. Just for 3, 2, and last one here. Go ahead, bring it in, take a couple nice little shoulder rolls, and we're gonna go down to the mat. So down on the mat, you're gonna plant your feet firmly on the ground, knees are bent here. And we're gonna go into a Pilates series. So in Pilates, it's super important that you breathe correctly. So a lot of my coaching during this segment is gonna be on your breath. So we're gonna start in a seated position so your spine is straight. You're gonna reach forward, palms are facing each other. We're gonna inhale through our nose. And on your exhale, you're reaching forward and you're bending your spine. Nice curved spine here, chin comes to chest, and we're holding here. Make sure that this is a challenge for you. If you're not feeling a little bit of shake in this position, get just a little bit lower. We're gonna inhale through our nose. And as we exhale, we're going to fold over, touching our toes. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curve spine, chin to chest, all the way back. Hold here. Inhale. And exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, curve spine, chin to chest. Hold here. Nice deep breath in. And exhale all the air out of your lungs as you push your body forward and curl forward, hands towards feet. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curve spine, chin to chest, hold here, get a little bit lower. Let's make sure that our shoulders are away from our ears as we inhale. Exhale, roll forward. Got a couple more times here. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, chin to chest, roll it down, hold here. Inhale. Exhale, roll. Last time here, inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, roll back. Hold. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth and roll forward. Next time here, we're inhaling, reaching to the ceiling. This time we're going to exhale, hold here, our hands are forward. In this position, take a nice deep inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to open just with your right arm. Your right arm's coming all the way behind you, and let your gaze follow. And then inhale, palm to palm. Opposite reach, left opens nice and wide. Take it slow. And then palm to palm. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale, palm to palm. You need a little bit more challenge here. If you're not feeling this enough in your glutes, make sure, or enough in your abs, make sure that your shoulders are brought down, so you're bringing them away from your ears, and that your shoulder blades are closer to the mat. So you might need to lean back just a little bit more to challenge yourself. If you feel any lower back pain at all during this exercise, I want you to sit up a little straighter here, and then just get your reach a little bit wider. So your spine's a little straighter if you feel that in your lower back. If not, we're going for a curved spine. Inhale, exhale, open. Inhale together. Exhale, open. We're just here for 3, 2, and last one. Go ahead, roll all the way down on your mat. Take a second, bring those knees into your chest, roll back and forth. Let that lower back release. We're gonna go into a slow bicycle. So with your slow bicycle, you're gonna take your hands, place them behind your head. Your elbows are gonna be nice and wide the entire time. So you wanna make sure that they're away from your ears. You're gonna take your right knee, bring it up to tabletop. Your left leg is going to be extended. You're going to twist that left elbow right to your right knee. Bring to tabletop. So your shoulders are still off of the floor. And then switch to the opposite side. This exercise is gonna be nice and slow. And let's talk about your breathing. Tabletop position with your legs. You inhale, exhale as you extend that leg and twist. Inhale, bring to tabletop. Exhale as you extend and twist. Inhale, twist, and exhale. Nice and slow here. Control. We're fighting against any momentum here. We're here for 4, 3. Anytime you need a break, you can lower those shoulders down. 2. And last full set here. Let's reach to one side, tabletop, and the other side. Go ahead and lower those shoulders to the mat. Bring those knees in, take a nice little roll side to side. This last core exercise we're going into is called 100. And 100s is super important for breathing. You're going to breathe in stat breaths, which means short little breaths. So when I say inhale, I'm going to be counting the entire time. And your inhales are going to sound like, let me get a little closer for you guys. Your inhales are going to sound like, and your exhales are, so it's a total of 5 to make a full breath. So when you're breathing in at the count of 5, when we get all the way to the 5 count, you should have a full chest of air. And then on your exhale, you should have everything out of your lungs. So let's try this here. We're gonna come all the way down. Let's make sure that the small of our back is pressed into the mat. So you're gonna curl your hips up and forward. Anybody hear that airplane going by? I can see it too. You're gonna go ahead, bring those legs up to tabletop. This is your number 1, this is your option number 1. Take your hands to where they're pointing, your palms are towards the mat. You're gonna bring your shoulder blades off the mat. Tiny, tiny little pulses here with your arms. Now let's focus on that breath. You're gonna inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring those knees to your chest. We're going to do that same exercise one more time. I'm going to give you a next level challenge. We can stay here with our legs in tabletop, or you can extend those legs out. If you extend those legs out, they can come up at an angle, or you can lower them just a little bit to fire off those lower abs. Either way, let's go ahead and press the small of our back into the mat. So you're gonna roll those hips kind of forward towards the ceiling. Try to press the small of your back into the mat. Take your hands, run them on the mat, and try to get them as close as you can to your heels. So that's going to bring your shoulders down, your chest is open. Go ahead and roll that chin to chest. Shoulder blades are off the mat. And let's start with our 100s. Breathing in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring those knees into your chest, and let's roll side to side. We're going to go ahead and slowly roll up to a seated position here. Now your next series, we're going to go right into glutes, and you can choose to use your weights, or you can do this unweighted. I'm probably going to do this without weights myself. So our first exercise is going to be a forward lunge, and we're just going to focus on one side. Now I'm going to use my timer on this one because it's really going to be about endurance. Each one of these segments is going to be 50 seconds. So our first one is just simply going to be a right lunge. I'll turn to the side so you can see it. We're going to come down all the way to where our left leg, our left knee is towards the ground, and then we're coming back up. You're going to take your left hand and you're going to touch down on this lunge. It's a little bit different, and then back up. So if you have a weight, you're going to hold that weight in your left hand. Okay? We're there in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and step it. Lunge it up and back. And again, for the rest of this workout, we're doing glutes and we're doing endurance. So our sections are going to be a little bit longer here. You're going to feel it. It's going to burn. It's going to be worth it. So stay with it because you're worth it. Halfway there. Even without your weight, make sure that you're coming down and really touching that floor each and every time. You're going to feel that fire off in that right glute as you come down and touch the floor. You got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Step it side to side. Give your heart just a little bit of time to come down before we go through the left side. We're going to the left side in 3, 2, and last one here. So let's step it opposite. As we step forward in our lunge, we're reaching down with our right hand this time. And tap. We're just about halfway there. Get that back knee nice and low each time. We got about 20 seconds left. This is when we keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Go ahead, come to the top of your mat. We're going to roll it back down. Go right into some bridges. So in your bridges, we're going to focus on isolation of glutes. We're going to start with your right foot planted nice and firm on the mat. Your left leg's going to come up into tabletop position. With your palms, you're going to plant them on your mat, but you're also going to drive those fingertips toward your heels. Come up in your bridge, You're pressing those hips up and then lower it back down. Press it up and back down. I got your timer. Keep going. Keep going there, perfect. And press. At the top of this press, I want you to pause and squeeze and lower it back down. You've got some options with this leg. You can extend it. You can take that heel of your left foot, cross it over your right knee. If you do that, I want to see your hips just a little bit higher there. Again, this is all about isolation in that right glute. Keep going here. Let me check our time. We just have 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one there. Go ahead, bring those knees in. Take a quick reset. Kind of roll side to side. Let's go ahead and plant both of those feet down on the mat. And let's just windshield wiper back and forth. So here with your feet firmly planted on the mat, you're just gonna roll those knees nice and loose back and forth. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and take that right leg into tabletop position. So you're at that 90-degree angle. Take those hands, run them towards your heels. It's gonna open up your chest. We're gonna lift up for that bridge and drop it back down. Lift and lower, lift and lower. We're there for 50 seconds. You got it. Lift and lower. Again, some of your options, straighten that leg out or cross it over that opposite knee and get a little bit more height in your bridge here. Your most challenging is actually going to be here in your tabletop. It's going to put the most weight and focus on that left glute. Make it count. At the top, I want to see that extra squeeze and then drop it back down. Up, squeeze and drop it. Squeeze and drop it. Tiffany's got a helper. Keep going, girl. Up and down. Up and down. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Take those knees in, take a quick little roll to either side. Come on, stand back with me to a standing position. Why don't we grab our weights for this one? We're gonna go into some power squats. So you're gonna take your feet, you're gonna put them a little bit wider on this one than hip distance apart. You're gonna go into a sumo squat. So your sumo squat, you're gonna come all the way down to where your seat is as far back as it can come. Your weights are on the floor, and then you're bringing it up to where your elbows are parallel with your shoulders. So let's start there. We're here for 50 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way to the floor and power lift it up and lift. As you come up, also squeeze that core in. Fire those glutes off. Reach all the way down to the floor. Let me give you another challenge. As you stand up, can you lift those heels? Come up high on those tippy toes. Even more of a challenge with those weights. And lift. We got about 20 seconds. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Drop those weights. We're going to go into left-right lunges. So you're going to start with your feet hip distance apart, just with your right side. You're going to come into a nice wide lunge and bring it back. We're there for 50 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice and wide and down. Let's make this a little bit interesting. And let's reach alternating hands down to the floor. That's going to get that seat a little bit lower. You're going to feel that isolation in your glute a little bit more. I want to remind you this workout is about endurance. So this is where we keep going. We got 15 seconds. Really pressing those heels to the ground. Every time you step nice and wide, really press that pinky toe into the ground. And we're good. Let's step it back and forth. We got the other side to do. All right, let's start with our feet together. Get to the opposite side of your mat. Nice wide V, and bring it in. Let's kick up that momentum a little bit. Let's add those alternating reaches, right and left to the floor. Seat back. Come to full standing position here. Bring those shoulders back as you stand up. Gonna fire up your core. We're more than halfway. Keep going. Don't forget to breathe, ladies. Nice deep breaths in and out. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Awesome. Start my timer over here. Next one, we're focusing on your right leg. You got 2 options. Either way, you're going to take a nice little bend in your knee. You're going to hinge forward just slightly. So instead of my spine being straight, nice little hinge here. We can take it a tap to the side. With your tap, I want you to really press into the ground and then bring your foot back. Your second option, keep those knees bent, but you've got a nice little lift here. We're here for 50 seconds, and let's start here. Lift and lift. Your tap is going to be purposeful. You're going to extend that leg nice and long. If you're doing the lifts to the side, it's really going to be about balance here. So really root that left foot into the floor. Spread those toes out. Make sure that left leg is nice and extended. Think about stretching it, making it a little bit longer. We're almost there. If you need to break and come out of it, shake, and then come right back with us. And lift, and lift. Just 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Take a second. Bend both those knees. Let those hips realign. And we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Right foot rooted into the mat. You're going to extend that leg out. Take that nice bend. Small little hinge here. Lift and lower. Let me start our timer. And let's go. Just 50 seconds here. Lift and lower. Make sure you have that bend on your knee there. I can't see everybody's knee, but I want to make sure you have that soft. See how soft my knee is here? That means I'm just hinging forward. I'm looking probably 3 feet ahead of me towards the ground. Keeping my spine nice and aligned. More than halfway there. Lift and lower. Isolating that glute, toning, strengthening. Think about why you're doing it. Focus. Try to keep your core, your torso straight. Your body's going to want to sway. Fight against that. Control it. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Take nice little bends in your knees. We're going to be back on the ground for some bridge abductors this time. So when you're ready, come down with me on the mat. So same position in your bridge, but this time we're going to be opening and closing your knees. So take a look at your knees and make sure that they're aligned with your heels to start with. Try to bring your heels in as close as you can towards your glutes. Take your hands, run them down the mat towards your heels. Take a second and tuck your pelvis up so that your back is nice and flat on the mat. Your lower back is flat on the mat. And we're going to lift up. Open your knees to either side close them back to starting position, and lower. Start with me now. Lift, open, close, lower. Lift, open, close, and lower. Again, this one isn't about speed. We're not going for momentum, we're going for control. You got it. Lift, open, together, and close. Lift, open, together, and close. Each time, try to get those hips nice and high. After you lift, your glutes should be on fire the entire time. If they're not, contract those muscles a little bit more as you open and close. How about our feet? They should be solid and on the ground, pressing your heels and your toes into the ground, even as you take those knees apart. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one here. Let's go ahead and roll up. We're gonna come back to a standing position. Let me check our time. Standing position, we have one final move to do together. This is gonna be a power move. So we are gonna go into a sumo squat facing the front. So feet are facing forward. You're coming nice and low, so seats go back. Coming back to standing, then you're gonna step your right foot to a 45-degree angle. Come down here, back to sumo, and left. Come with me when you're ready, and I'll start the timer. And let's do this. And back, back. This one we want momentum. This one we want power, okay? Let me give you an option. If you feel like it, you can add a little bit of a hop here. Hop it back, sumo squat. Hop it back, sumo squat. Side, middle, side, front. Give it your all. Get those heart rates back up. Burn those calories. We did all of our muscle toning, all of our endurance. This is it. We got 20 seconds. We got this. This is when we keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome job. Step it side to side. Let that heart rate come down. Let's go ahead and pull those heels to glutes as we just kind of sway back and forth. Take those arms out, pull them in. It's going to help your heart rate come down nice and slow. And let's go ahead and plant those feet in a nice wide V, reaching all the way up to the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath with me here. And on your exhale, reach down, windmill, right hand comes to left foot. Inhale all the way up. Left foot comes to right heel, exhale. Inhale up. Reach it down, exhale. Inhale up. Reach it down. Let's hold it on this side this time. Press that hip back. Go ahead and take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Get a little bit more of a twist there in your torso. Open up that shoulder. And let's bring it to the opposite side. Bring it up. We're here for 3, 2, and last one. Put your hands together. We did it. Awesome job, ladies. Let's see if you can see me here. You guys think you still are muted. Did you guys get a good workout? I can't hear you, but I can see you. So next week I'm gonna be here, same time, same place. We're filming from South Carolina. I'm down visiting my parents. So you got a fun little background here to enjoy, which means that I am going to be covered in sweat, but it's all good. The humidity is a little bit different in the South than it is up in Pennsylvania, but it's all good.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Thanks. See you next week.
Sounds great. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy your vacation.
Thank you.